Are you thinking about
the culture of sports?
On the culture of sports, we bring you the excitement.
This is Emmanuel Flomo who goes in. Emmanuel Flomo! 8-2! 1-1 on the score sheet! Incredible finish from Emmanuel Flomo to get the equalizer for Lufa Kante.
On the culture of sports, we talk with the athletes, the stakeholders, and bring you different views in sports.
Are you thinking about establishing an academy here?
Why do I pass that stage already? I passed that stage. I made all.
Maybe to live like I said.
Give me chance. I made Liberia on Liberian football the greatest, the best Lone Star ever. By my financial support with our government. Why you can do it? Why you can do it?
Sports politics, sports disagreements, and the deeper issues in the sporting arena are all featured on the culture of sports.
Mr. Ko, or the individual you mentioned, is a felon, an ex-convict involved in wire fraud.
That just shows the immaturity of our President Musa Raji. That's very immature, making such a statement.
And on that basis, after being in jail for 7 years,
he admitted to the fact that we need this money to as clubs. But he's giving 6,000. When the team asked for subvention, he said no. So some of us coming up with 5,000 United for the under 17 Lone Star team. That is Liberia business. That is not.
The culture of sports.
On the culture of sports, we bring you the excitement.
This is Emmanuel Flomo who goes in. Emmanuel Flomo! 8-2! 1-1 on the score sheet! Incredible finish from Emmanuel Flomo to get the equalizer for Lufa Kante.
On the culture of sports, we talk with the athletes, the stakeholders, and bring you different views in sports.
Are you thinking about establishing an academy here?
Why do I pass that stage already? I passed that stage. I made all.
Maybe to live like I said.
Give me chance. I made Liberia on Liberian football the greatest, the best Lone Star ever. By my financial support with our government. Why you can do it? Why you can do it?
Sports politics, sports disagreements, and the deeper issues in the sporting arena are all featured on the culture of sports.
Mr. Ko, or the individual you mentioned, is a felon, an ex-convict involved in wire fraud.
That just shows the immaturity of our President Musa Raji. That's very immature, making such a statement.
And on that basis, after being in jail for 7 years,
he admitted to the fact that we need this money to as clubs. But he's giving 6,000. When the team asked for subvention, he said no. So some of us coming up with 5,000 United for the under 17 Lone Star team. That is Liberia business. That is not Mustafa Raji team. That is Liberia's team.
I will not receive money from him. If you wanted to actually give money, why not go to the owners of the national team and pay that money? As president of the Football Association, I will not accept such donation from an individual that I know was in jail.
Fairly will not go for it. Don't waste your time. Don't stress yourself. We've been having 1,050 in the budget for the past years. We didn't go for it because the bureaucracy to get $1,050, they have been very tight, and then less than $1,000. When we play, we pay referee. Each day we pay nothing less than 5,000. We play the number of game days, more than 70 game days to the math and calculate. So it means it will be of no help. That's the decision of my leadership. We will not go for it. We will not go for it. This is Liberia, only traditional game. We got no outside support like football. You find FIFA, CAF, and the rest of them supporting them. This is Liberia game. If Liberia can take ownership, it's not my family property. It's not my personal federation, nor the vice president, or the rest of the other people. It's Liberia keeper. No, before me, there were president. After me, there will be president. It's not disrespect. We've been having interaction with the government. We've been having interaction with the Ministry of Youth and Sport professionally, and with no disrespect. Why will you run after less than $1,000 that will not help you? And in fact, you might not even get it. So to avoid everything, we stay. When we play, it's for the Ministry of Youth and Sport, the government, right? It means we got some working relationship. So there is no bad blood. But we are saying the allotment there is not fair enough for Liberia on the tradition.
The culture of sports.
On the culture of sports, we bring you the excitement.
This is Emmanuel Flomo who goes in. Emmanuel Flomo! 8-2! 1-1 on the score sheet! Incredible finish from Emmanuel Flomo to get the equalizer for Lufa Kante.
On the culture of sports, we talk with the athletes, the stakeholders, and bring you different views in sports.
Are you thinking about establishing an academy here?
Why do I pass that stage already? I passed that stage. I made all
Maybe to live like I
You
said.
need to help
Give me
other
chance,
guys
give
here.
me chance. I made Liberia or Liberian football the greatest, the best Lone Star ever by my financial support with our government. Why you can do it? Why you can do it?
Sports politics, sports disagreements, and the deeper issues in the sporting arena are all featured on the culture of sports.
Mr. Ko, or the individual you mentioned, is a
A good day from the nation's capital, Monrovia. Welcome to your number one weekend sports platform. The culture of sports is live here on Kear Radio 95.9. The name is Sam Siapha Mulbah, seated behind your microphone this morning to bring you the latest happening in the sporting world on the culture of sports. The culture of sports is that basic sports program where we dissect the Liberian sporting culture, bringing you voices of the athletes, interviews of major stakeholders, and interaction with the local game that we love best. Again, the name is Sam Siapha Mulbah. We will take a very short break. We'll come back. We'll set the pace for our discussion. The first segment of our show today will highlight the latest release listing of the Liberian National Team for the World Cup Qualifier. As you may be aware, there are 2 matches in this month for Lone Star, and the list is up with a preliminary list of local players. Thereafter, we will play host to the president of the Liberia Chess Federation, Mr. Thomas Karyah, who is making his way to our studios. So stay tuned, don't go away. Today's edition of the program, we have a lot of goodies in stock for you, our listeners. So all you have to do is to sit tight. We will also be doing giveaway. We got scratch cards that we will be giving out to our listeners. We got many scratch cards that we will be giving out to our listeners. Your role is just to listen to the program, and as time goes by, we will read you the numbers of scratch cards that we have here. 2 many scratch cards from both companies, Orange and Lone Star, all here on the Culture of Sports. So stay tuned, don't go away, and let's take a batch of this theme song right here. When we come back, we get into the discussion. Stay tuned. Okay, that's you right there. If you follow us by means of Facebook, just give us a follow to our Facebook page, Kear Network, and share the live. Invite others to join. Let's share the sport breakfast this weekend with other people. Don't be so mean. Just invite others to join the live. If you also follow us through YouTube, through our official YouTube channel, which is Kear Communications Network, I advise that you invite other people to joined it live. Let me say hats up to all of you that always follow the program. Leave your comments in the comment section. We will have them read right here. Again, welcome back to the Culture of Sports. I am Sam Siapha Mulbah. To our first talking point, as you may be aware, if not, the Liberian National Team, the Lone Star of Liberia, will be in action in 2 matches this month rather, during the World Cup qualifier. This World Cup qualifier started some time ago under the watch of Coach Ansumane Keita, I guess, later, Coach Ansumane Keita, Coach Mario Marinica. I think those are coaches that passed through the World Cup qualifiers. And then now we have stand-in coach Thomas Kojo, who is in charge of the team. So Lone Star will be up March 17 in the World Cup qualifiers, and it will be all up against Tunisia and that of Sao Tome and Principe. Mind you, this is a qualifier version of the World Cup. Liberia's quest to have a feeling of what the World Cup is like is still hanging. The last edition of the show we were talking about. I don't know if it happens on record or if it happened at a time that there were no records, but Liberia, to what I know, has never been to the World Cup. And we will have to get the feelings one day. And this feeling can only come about when we have a team that will qualify one day to the World Cup. So again, we are looking for a chance as a country to go to the World Cup. And our stand-in coach has released a provisional listing of players. I'm going to put that listing up right here so that you can see it. Coach Thomas Kojo, through the Liberia Football Association, has released this listing. Our Facebook viewers, our online viewers, you're seeing the listing right there. It is there before you. If you're watching through YouTube, that is the listing we're talking about. If you're watching through Facebook, that is the listing. So, a list of 36 local-based players. We're going to bring all of them names to you. Some of them are new. Some of them are very young. And they are on their first call to national team, I'm being told. We got a few of them there. Some of them being with the youth teams, but the national team, they take it as a plus, and it is some of them first time. Though some of these names have been with the national team for some time, but what do you make of this listing? You got over 14 first division clubs in Liberia. You got 14 first division clubs, not over, but 14 first division clubs. Then you got 16, thereabout, second division clubs. And you got other grassroots programs for men in the country. So, Coach Thomas Kojo has selected, in his wisdom, the best 36 he could invite for now to begin preparation activities for the men's national team as they gear toward the double-header match between Sao Tome and Algeria. 2 matches in March. So Liberia is marching to March with 2 matches. This is the squad I just displayed to you. So now I will go to this listing for the sake of our radio listeners. Those of you following us via radio, listen. For you is a bit hard, but you will get the names. Those are online, just saw the list, and I'll put it up again. I put it right here. Those that are online are looking at the list. And so I'll read a list to you. Those you see. You can make your comments on these players that are on this list. So for goalkeeper, we have 6. Is it 6? Yes, 6 goalkeepers in this listing. We got 6. So to tell you that this list is a preliminary list, is a provisional squad, we got 6 goalkeepers. I mean, no competition you will see a coach selecting 6 goalkeepers, but because this is a preliminary listing for training and what have you, so we got 6 of the goalkeepers from across the country. And here are their names. You got Teddy Cody on this list. Teddy Cody is in goal for Watanga in the National First Division League. You got Abdullahi Kulubali. Abdullahi Kulubali is no strange to the national team, and he plays for Global Farmer. You got James Debe. James Debe is a goalkeeper from Heaven 11 in the First Division. You got Derek Drew, goalkeeper for Invincible 11. Again, my youth, Derek is not new to national team duty. Derek is not new to national team duty. He's been with the national team a couple of times now. You got Tomi Songo. He also is not strange. He plays for Leicester FC in the National First Division League. And you got Albert, not Albert, but Junior Yele. Junior Yele plays for Wologisi in the Second Division. Recently, Junior Yele won the competition mostly. Best goalkeeper in the National County Schools League, Junior Yele from Lofa County. So Junior Yele has been given a cord to the provisional training of the senior national team. You got it right there before you. I don't know if you can see the highlights on them if you're watching through Facebook. So thereafter, from these goalkeepers, we have defenders. And the defenders we have cut across as well. You got Albert Swain is a defender from Watanga FC in the First Division. You got Philip Tanu, LPRC Oilers. Let me get this clear. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Albert Swain is from Heaven 11. Albert Swain, Heaven 11. Albert Swain is from Heaven 11. And then Philip Tanu is from Watanga. Philip Tanu plays for Watanga in the First Division. After Philip, you got Brandon Diba, a defender from LPRC Oilers. Yeltsin Laume, Watanga FC. Sebastian Tikla, Leska. Jaya Yanfor, Blackman Warrior. These are defenders that are being called. Jaya Yanfor of Blackman Warrior. Josepha Mator, FC Pasel. Alexander Curtis, Watanga. Eugene Swain, of course, plays for Paisley FC. John Mombo plays for Liska. Ama Fakana plays for Beer Mountain. Melvin Blapo plays for Global Farmer. Karim Coleman is a midfielder. So the last defender on this list is John Momo. John Momo, who plays for Liska, is the last defender on this list. John Momo is the last defender on this list. So after John Momo, the rest we are going to be calling here are midfielders. And we're going to start with Ama Fakana of Beer Mountain. Ama Fakana is a midfielder of Beer Mountain. I don't think he's strange to the national team core. After Ama, we got Melvin Blabo. Melvin Blabo plays for Global Farmer. We get Karim Coleman, who plays for Blackman Warrior. And then we have Mickey Doki, of course, plays for Painsville FC. Mickey Doki plays for Painsville FC. Josiah C.A. of FC Pasel. Lawrence Coleman, FC Pasel. And then Yaya Ability, having 11. This is the National League most valuable player, the current most valuable player in the Liberian Football Association. And he plays for having 11. The man, Yaya Ability. After that, we got Sekou Sherif, who plays for Shakhtar FC. Jabe Kanem plays for Leicester. Karyah Cole plays for Mighty Barrow. Daniel Tu plays for Leicester. Nush Zon plays for Watanga. Daniel Yuma plays for Watanga. And then we got Jonathan Freeman, Discovery SA, Discovery Sports Academy. We got Nicholas Andrew, having 11. William Gibson. Nicola Andrew is the last midfielder, and he plays for Heaven 11. Thereafter, the list continues with forwards. William Gibson, Heaven 11. Patrick Due, Freeport FC. Emmanuel Flomo, Leicester FC. Emmanuel Flomo, you heard the name Emmanuel Flomo from the recent county meet. He plays for Leicester as well. So Mike Yala is from FC Basel, and Roland Kime is from Mighty Barrow. This is the provisional squad of Coach Thomas Kojo. What does this squad mean for Liberia? This squad is going to host training sections for the Liberian National Team. This squad is going to host training sessions for the Liberian National Team. And then those that are in this squad will have to do everything possible to justify their calls to this squad. Those that are in this squad will have to justify their calls. Look, this is a squad of 30 persons. It should be broken down to 23, 24, 25, yeah, thereabout. 25 players or 24 players. This squad should be broken down. So, who will be the first 5 to be eliminated? Your quarter duty will start Monday, the 3rd of March, according to the Liberian Football Association. So, if you are part of this list, we say congratulations to you. We are saying congratulations to you because it takes a great work to play football on the domestic scene among hundreds of players in the league. And then you be selected among these players in a tense competition. It means that you actually had something that you did that called attention to you. It doesn't in any way mean that you are above anybody in the country, in a competition or in a league. And knowing now that from now to the 17th, for the first match to be played, you have to impress the technical staff, the coach, and those that will be in charge of the team. Getting the call is one thing. Starting the training is another thing. Remaining in the training till the team is broken down is another thing. Because we will have to you can't play a national team match at this stage without the involvement of foreign-based Liberian players. So getting this call is just a wake-up call to you. And we say congratulations to all of you that have received a call. So right now I have Derek Drew is a player, a goalkeeper for Invincible 11 that has received call to the preliminary squad of the Liberian National Team and he's currently on the line. Let me talk to Derek this morning. Good morning, Derek. Welcome to the Culture of Sports.
Good morning. Thank you very
Derek, you just received a call to the Liberian men's national team provisional listing of those that will be starting training. How is it for you this morning receiving such a call to national duty?
It's a pride for me, and also it's a privilege. Am I right? I thank him God for the opportunity once again to represent my country.
Tell us how many times you represented the country before and in how many different capacities?
This is, if I make the final listing, it will be my 14th World Cup since 2021. And I'm represented in World Cup Qualifiers, World Qualifiers, the National Champ. I've been represented in the champ 3 times.
So did this call come by surprise today? Your name being part of this listing. Do you see it as a surprise today?
Actually, we are the players. Once you have already playing as a local player, it's a surprise because what they won't tell you, like, who I'm going to call you, like, where to do the foreign player that send email to that team, right? So it's always a surprise. Just get an email and not getting congratulations. So just want to congratulate them, bro. I mean, congratulations for why they on the listing. I never I've been checking this question from I saw it about involved for the coach got me again.
And what do we expect from you, Derek? Your 14th call up to national duty. You've been like privileged to appear on national team course. So what do we expect this time around?
We all pray for the best and we are going to do our best and lead the rest ball to make the country proud and to also we're with the expectation of making the coach proud because we trust their us, people to go us. We trust it moving up already for it. So I think for me racing a light ball, be there to race to that for me.
Thank you very much, Derek. We hope to follow up all the developments and see how far this team go as part of the training session and subsequently to the final call, the final listing of players that will represent Mama Liberia. Thank you very much for picking our call this morning.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. My pleasure always.
Okay, so that's Derek right there. He said, we local based players do not see it as right because it is a competition that have a lot of people. This competition that you fight for a call is a privilege. It's not all right. It's not all right. So if you have a call to the national team, now it means the job has just started. And the job is just starting. Mind you, how many goalkeepers? So let's take it for first division. If we say first division, each team has 2 goalkeepers or 3. First division alone, you're going to have over 20 goalkeepers. And you need just 2 or 3 to represent the country in the national team match. Just 2 or 3. So, if you are a goalkeeper among the ones that have been called, it means you will have to do all you can because the coach has given you a task and you have to deliver. Derek said it. He said, the coach is giving his life for us, trusting that we can make him proud. Because if you do not make him proud, everything that happens, that's why we call it a team. It is the senior men's national team. I'm getting singers from Thomas Karyah. I don't know if he's already in our central studio or in our headquarters here at Kear Communications Network. But very shortly we'll play host to him. But that's it. That is the listing. We have 30 men called up to the national team provisional listing, local players. Foreign players may have started receiving emails by now. Their club might have started communicating with them now. And now we got a few days to begin. So, what do you make of this squad list? I told you we got a lot of giveaway today, and we don't hope to keep you too long. So 07705734777. Let's take a few calls. 07705734777 or 0881871670. Make your contribution on the national team call. Those that have been invited. How do you see the players? What do you know about some of these players? And who are those that you think will be a possible replacement to those that are being called? What's your take? 30 players have been called from across the two leagues, the first division and the second division, and you have thousands of them still waiting. Some are still hopeful, yeah. 07705734777, 07705734777, 0881871670. Those are the numbers to call, and we can have you right here making your contribution to the show. Let's go for this break right here and come right back and take your calls.
This is Amazing Kear Home Health Services. This is a home health agency. We send nurses and home health aides to patients' homes and take care of them, provide medical and non-medical services for them in their homes. So that's what we're doing. This is the office space where the high-end process is rendered.
Also the assisting admin at Amazing Care. I've been with this company since 2014 when we were making nothing. And we were literally in the basement of our apartment. This is how growth have brought us this far. 2-bedroom apartment, and we were literally using the basement and the garage space to carry on this business. And because of growth, we moved here on 2019, and we've been here since 2019 doing this. And God has been so faithful along the way, and we're still going strong. You can see this is the office of Amazing Care. We want to welcome the Care Network in here.
Welcome back to it. That's Amazing Care, a home health service in the U.S. of America, the United States of America, owned by the Care Humanitarian Foundation, and the owner of Care Communications Network, Mr. Christopher Kear. If you are in the States looking for services of that nature, you just contact the Amazing Care Home Health Services in the U.S. They have professionals and good health practitioners that can attend to that need. So, welcome back to the Culture of Sports. Amazing Care is proud to be associated with this program here on your radio and your TV this morning. So, I read you the list of the provisional players that have been called to national duty. I will take 5 calls and read out the number on my first card. So, the first 5 callers I will get, by the time 5 persons call, we will read the numbers on the first card so that it can be done with, because we don't want to delay you and waste time with the giveaway we have here. So 07705734777, 07705734777, 0881-871-670 are the numbers to call. Once we take our first 5 calls, we read our first card number and we'll be done with it. As time goes by, we will do our second giveaway here on the program, the Culture of Sports, live on Kear Radio. Let's see who's here. Hello, caller, your name and where you call from? John Saki from Johnsonville. How is it this evening? You follow the conversation. Make your take on the selected players for the 30 selected players for the provisional training of the national team. Okay, John, thank you very much, and keep listening to the program. As time goes by, we'll take more calls. 07705734777, 0770573. Don't hold the line, leave the line if you don't, and then we'll take another call. 07705734770, 0881-871-670, and we will take the next batch of calls. Right after the first 5 calls, we will have to run to. Hello, caller, your name and where you call from? Abraham Rabba went off from the Freeport community. Call us back. We take 5 calls. We already gotten one. 07705734770, 0881-871-670, so that we can read the first card number this morning so that the giveaway can start here on the Culture of Sports. 07705734770, 0881-871-670. You know, this national team is the country's representative on the field. You have just 25 men representing 5 million people. So it means for you to be selected among your peers is a privilege. Derek put it, and not a right. Go and justify. Justify Liberia to the fullest. Defend Liberia to the fullest. And after that, you will have the best of celebration because Liberia, we know what happens. We know the love. Let's go here and hear you. Hello, caller, your name? Prince Kamara calling from where? Okay, Prince. Let's hear you make your contribution on the program. You listen to the list. Thank you very much. Keep listening. We'll take a few more calls to read our first card number, and we'll be playing shortly we'll be playing host to the president of the Liberia Chess Federation. 07705734770, 07705734770, 0881-871-670, 0881-871-670 are the numbers to call. We'll take a few more calls. Everybody's saying, call us and have your say. Liberia will be proud of you. Take this call in good faith. It is a hard task for the country right now. We are in zone with. Let me run to this table and tell you the tax that Liberia has. We are in zone with Tunisia, Namibia, Malawi, Equatorial Guinea, and that of Sao Tome and Principe. So, in the zone, we currently, after our first 4 matches, remember I told you that we played 4 matches, and then from performance, we lost 2, we won 1, and then we drew 1. Yes, we lost 2 from performance. But because there was a complaint to CAF that Equatorial Guinea used an illegible player against us, and in fact, he was the one that scored. Therefore, the points were overturned to us. So Liberia now has 7 points in this group, and we are seated 3rd after 4 matches. We are about to play 2, and we'll be left with 4. So, a win for Liberia against Tunisia. It is possible, and it takes us at top. If not first, be second. The points gap will be reduced based on any win. Any win from the two matches, a win and a draw, is equal to what? 4 points. Plus the 7 we got takes us to 11. Is a better standpoint, depending on the result from the other matches. Because mind you, this round is going to be played across. Don't beat me, don't flash me. I got 2 calls already. Just give me 2 more calls. I read the first card number so that we can get going. And the first card number this morning will be a Lone Star card. Lone Star card 0770573477 0881-871-670. Okay, when I'm ready to read a card number, I will let you know I'm about to read a card number. You don't have to be scared that you will be calling and I'll be reading the number. No. So just call. I will read a card number. When I'm ready, I will let you know. So we have, as I was saying, we have 7 points now. In the 7 points we have as a country in this qualifier, we will be expecting at least a win and a draw to push us up. Then later, we can sandwich the balance. And you never try, you never know. This year could be Liberia's breakaway or history making again, because we are known for making history as a country. We are known for setting historical ties. These are the players. One of the names, if you look at this list, one of the names that are making sound in ears all over the country is Jonathan Freeman of Discovery Sports Academy. Jonathan Freeman is the captain of Liberia Under Youth Team, Under 17. He's just like the captain for the grassroots program. Because he has made so many appearances for the youth teams. So his name on this list, he has been called several times to national duty for the youth program, the grassroots programs. But I'm told that this particular call to the senior national team training, though it is not the final squad list, but it is like the justification squad list, is his first. The call he received from this list is his first. So they are going to start training on Monday. They will start training on Monday. How do you see this list? What can you say about the selected players? What do you know? What's your take on how the selection process has been done? Call us on 0770-570-477, 0770-570-477, 0881-871-670, 0881-871-670, and let's hear what you have to say. Again, let's hear from Amazing Kear.
This is Amazing Kear Home Health Services. This is a home health agency. We send nurses and home health aides to patients' homes and take care of them, provide medical and non-medical services for them in their homes. So that's what we're doing. This is the office space where the high-end process is rendered.
Also the assisting admin at Amazing Kear. I've been with this company since 2014 when we were making nothing. And we were literally in the basement of our apartment. This is how growth have brought us this far. 2-bedroom apartment, and we were literally using the basement and the garage space to carry on this business. And because of growth, we moved here on 2019, and we've been here since 2019 doing this. And God has been so faithful along the way, and we're still going strong. You can see this is the office of Amazing Care. We want to welcome the Care Network in here.
This is Amazing Care Home Health Services. This is a home health agency. We send nurses and home health aides to patients' homes and take care of them, provide medical and non-medical services for them in their homes. So that's what we're doing. This is the office space where the high-end process is rendered.
Also, the assisting admin at Amazing Care. I've been with this company since 2014 when we were making nothing. And we were literally in the basement of our apartment. This is how growth have brought us this far. 2-bedroom apartment, and we were literally using the basement and the garage space to carry on this business. And because of growth, we moved here on 2019, and we've been here since 2019 doing this. And God has been so faithful along the way, and we're still going strong. You can see this is the office of Amazing Care. We want to welcome the Care Network in here.
And that's it right there. Amazing Care, a partner and the sponsor of Kear Radio 95.9, also associated with the cultural schools. So we're still going through this list of selected players, and when you look at the list, we have all of the top scorers in the National First Division League being called. So it means that the list, before the selection was done, there were series of review and conversation. There were a series of review and conversations. So we see the top scorers, the 5 top scorers in the First Division League receiving call. Who are they? In the National First Division League, after 19 matches being played, we got Nicholas Andrews, who plays for Heaven 11, with 16 goals to his tally as the highest goal scorer so far this season, receiving call to the national team for the training. Are they scoring these goals in the league because they are informed, or are they scoring because they have the goals given to them? I mean, because they have the goals given to them through the set pieces that are given, or through the kind of passes they are given. They have to prove that in a call to the national team. So, Emmanuel Flomo is the next highest goal scorer with 15 goals to his tally after 19 matches for Liska FC. And you heard the name Emmanuel Flomo making rounds all in the county meet recently. The name Emmanuel Flomo was like a household name. You heard all kinds of news. Emmanuel Flomo, top scorer. Emmanuel Flomo, most valuable player. And it ended up to be Emmanuel Flomo in the squad for the national team training. He's very young. Jonathan Freeman is the 3rd highest goal scorer currently in the National First Division. And Jonathan Freeman is among is among the players that have been called to the national team. Jonathan Freeman is one of them. And Roland Kimmel is 11 goals. Jonathan is 12 goals in the league. Roland is 11 goals. And Magyara of FC Basel is 9 goals in the National First Division League. All of them have received call to the national team to begin training Monday for the upcoming matches we have in national first in a World Cup qualifier for the Liberian Lone Star. We take this short break. When we come back, we open the next section of our studio to interact with Mr. Thomas Karyah, the president of the Liberia Chess Federation, who just walked into our studio for this special interview. Stay tuned, don't go away. Let's take a very short break.
This is Amazing Kear Home Health Services. This is a home health agency. We send nurses and home health aides to patients' homes and take care of them, provide medical and non-medical services for them in their homes. So that's what we're doing. This is the office space where the high-end process is rendered.
Also the assisting admin at Amazing Care. I've been with this company since 2014 when we were making nothing. And we were literally in the basement of our apartment. This is how growth have brought us this far. 2-bedroom apartment, and we were literally using the basement and the garage space to...
Welcome back to it. I told you we'll take a very short break. If you're just joining, this is the Culture of Sports live on Kear Radio 95.9. And now we have the president of the Liberia Chess Federation. And let's cross over and bring him as our guest on this segment of the program. There you have it, Mr. Thomas Karyah, right there on your screen. Let me say good morning, Mr. President. How are you?
Hey, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Mulbah, and good morning to good morning to your listeners and viewers out there. And I'm happy to be in your cozy studio for the first time.
Yeah, I want to say a pleasant welcome to you. This is the Culture of Sport, where you always phone in and provide some information as it relates to the Chess Federation. And again, thanks for what you keep doing.
Yeah, thanks to you too for the support, and thanks to all Liberians out there who keep giving opportunities to our young people to develop, to grow through the platform called sport.
So, how is the Chess Federation again? I always ask you when I have the opportunity to talk to you.
Yeah, the Chess Federation is okay. We are doing our best in a trying time. We know that we can be doing a lot better than what we are doing, but given the current constraints we have to balance, so we are happy with what we do. And the good thing about chess is a sport, it's a platform, it's a therapy, it's one of many things. So when things aren't going well in one sector, we focus our attention on something else. So now we are not participating so much in international events since we came back from the Olympia last year, but we are just as happy because we are doing growth internally and we are playing many tournaments, which means funding the chess community. So for those who haven't started playing chess here, I want you to please figure as quickly as possible, because whether in good time or in bad time, that is one thing you want to find yourself doing. It keeps you steady, it keeps your mind right, and it even helps you to stay in physical condition. So yeah, I don't want to go too deep into pushing chess as a therapy, but I just want to send a message out that we are doing very well.
Okay, so now the listeners and those that are following the program, there are so many people that they have the opportunity to hear chess, but they don't know chess. And so if you are given 2 minutes to tell our audience what chess is, what is the message you'll be giving up in the 2 minutes?
Well, chess is a game played on a board that looks like a checkerboard, but the pieces look different. They are arranged in a different style from our popular checker. It's a game, one of the oldest recorded games in human history. Started in the Far East, moved to the Middle East, and then got hugely transformed and professionalized in Central and Eastern Europe before moving to Western Europe. So it is represented by figures that reflects the history of the game and the history of our culture and humanity. You have a set of pieces at the back from the original position and a set of pieces at the front. It's a game that is based on strategy. You get to see whatever your opponent is doing, and then you have to try to outsmart your opponent while he or she is paying attention. Generally, is a game that reflects two kingdoms. You control yours, and then you try to defeat the kingdom of the opponent. And you defeat that kingdom by cornering the head of state in our current our current understanding of it. But at the time, it used to be the king. The king of that kingdom, once you capture him, the game is over. If you put him in a corner where he can no longer escape, and the rule of engagement is you don't kill the head of state, you don't kill the king, you just corner him, and everyone gives up and you win the game. So you have to develop so much within the space of the time of the game, and you have to utilize all the resources around you. There are chessmen called pawns, the least on the board, and then there are others read by the king. You got the queen, you got the bishop, you have the knight, you got the castle or the rook. And these reflect the structure of European society during the medieval period, up to the 15th period. So what we have now is a reflection of what society is. Even though the figures have not changed, you will have a chess set that reflects the president, the first lady, the chief of staff of the army, that will be the knight. Okay. You will have the head of the council of churches, that will be the bishop. So everything you see on the chessboard reflects what we have in our society.
What about the castle?
The castle is, you can compare it to, we don't have that in Liberia yet because our society is not so complex. But in other societies, there is the official seat of the head of state, and there is a residence somewhere where he or she goes to rest, to relax, or when things aren't going so far in the state or in the country. In the US, that would be like Camp David. In Germany, they got a house on resort somewhere. In Italy, they have a real castle. In England, there are several castles around. So castle is a place where the head of the monarchy goes to rest or to hide. So that's the reflection of the rook. So we say chess is a reflection of life because all of the setup you see on the board, these are things you deal with every time. There are cases in which you have to decide the difference between power and value. That is the difference between the king and the queen. The king is so powerful, but she's not the most valuable.
Okay.
The queen can die, you get another queen comes and die, but once the king falls, that's a problem. So take it in the state. If something happens to the leader, that's very serious. But whoever else thinks he or she is important, you are dispensable. Yeah. So you make this decision. Sometimes you have to willingly give away the queen just to save the game. Okay. So chess is a reflection of life. That's why we like to teach everyone, especially kids, because kids don't have too many reference points.
That's where
we have to make it available for them.
That's where I want us to go to now. With this kind of picture you've given about the game of chess, who is eligible to play chess?
Chess is available for anyone. The current range is, and this is recorded, the current range is 3 to 96.
3 years to 96.
To 96 years. There are games on camera you can find on YouTube play within our age range. And there was even a situation where they brought a 3-year-old to play a 94-year-old on camera. So chess is available for all. There's no age limit. You can learn it at any time, depending on what you want from it. If you just want to have a healthy mind, it's good to start playing chess maybe when you are already in your middle age. There where you start to deal with midlife crisis, you have to deal with career decisions, things going right, things not going right. You have to deal with office politics. You have to deal with family situation. A lot of things happening. So you need chess to remain steady and calm down. If you want to play professionally, I will advise you start before your 20s.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Karyah. He is the president of Liberia Chess Federation. And today we're talking chess on the culture of sports, providing you the basic insight about the game chess. You may have been hearing about it. Maybe you have not gotten the opportunity to sit on the chessboard before, or you want to take it more seriously like other sports, because according to him, it's a professional sport like kickball, basketball, football, and others. Am I right?
Yeah, it's a professional sport, but it's also a platform for development.
Okay.
It's considered a tool for research, a tool for education, and it is something used as the original interface to demonstrate the the incredible ability of the human mind versus the in-depth calculation that computers do. So before we got into the era of full-blown AI, that was the tool used to test how far can a computer go versus what would be the rules of humans when that happened. So it was concluded long since using chess as a way to demonstrate it, that computer would be useful in our society, but humans would be around to control them. So chess can be one of many things. That's why we always say. So for us in Liberia, we're using chess as a platform for socio-economic development. It is difficult for us right now as currently structure to say we want to have Grandmaster next year or the year after. But what we can be sure of is we can use chess to transform the minds of our young people, some of whom seem to be lost, to be good, productive citizens in our society that can start contributing immediately once they get to their adolescent years. And for those who are already there before they get to their late 30s, early 40s, they should be transformed and reformed citizens that can start doing something productive and paying tax in our society. So that's why we are focused on with our chess program, starting with the schools, working in the communities, and engaging people who have time and they can play semi-professionally. Okay. Yes, we get some support from the government and other partners to help them develop to go and represent our country.
Okay, so I'm about to throw a lively challenge to someone, to all of you listening, and you will use the ideas from chess to know what you can do to just know your way, to find a way out. Because at times you see on the chessboard there are situations that the king will have to turn his head left, right to know what's happening, and sometimes it's just about sacrifice to get in a better position to rethink. So the challenge here is I'm going to give you a number. It's left for you to decide what to do with it. I don't know what you want to do with it, but I'm going to read a number on this platform, and it's up to you to decide what to do with it. And when you decide what to do with it, you can call us later and tell us what you did with the number and how it impacted you as well. So the numbers I'm going to read, they are 1, 3, 6, 1, 6, 5, 5, 1, 7, 7, 4, 2, 4. I will reread this number. 1, 3, 6, 1, 6, 5, 5, 1, 7, 7, 4, 2, 4. That's the number. You can choose what to do with that number, and when you decide what to do with that number, then you can tell us what you did with the number. We will take your call. You can tell us what you did with that number. Mr. Karyah, I just read a number. As a chess player, I know you played the game before going to administrative to the administrative side of the game. What do you think this number is?
Well, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. This should be the scratch code for a scratch card.
The scratch code for a scratch card.
Yes. If it were 20 DJs, I would think that it's some LC token, but it's less so. This should be for scratch card.
So you think the number there is a 20 is a code for a scratch card?
That would be my first guess. If I try that in my phone.
Okay, so you guess it is a scratch card.
Yeah. And if I try that in my phone, if it doesn't work, then I start to think about something else.
Your first guess.
My first guess is I try to get.
If you were on a chessboard, your first move is what you just said.
Yeah, because in chess you have a strategy to process things in hierarchical order.
Okay.
You arrange your option based on what you know and what you want. So right now my phone might be empty, or I need data, I need scratch card. So if there is a scratch card, let me be the first to get it. Okay. If I miss that, then we think about what else to do with the number. If it's someone's birthday, arranged in a code, then we can figure that off later. So in chess, when someone plays, you see your response. But no, what else do you see? Okay, I see move number 2, I see move number 3. Then you structure them based on what you see on the board, which would be the most likely option you take and why. That's the good thing about chess. You should always have a reason for doing what they do. So while you're calling here, I was trying to enter in my phone. I said, well, no, people listening, let them give you a shot.
Okay, so that's it right there. He said his first move is that is a scratch code of a scratch card. He didn't tell us which of the scratch card. Well, we got 2 major combinations, but he said it is a scratch code for a card. It's up to you. That's the opportunity for you to try it. If you think it is the same, try and tell us. You can tell us what you did with the number and then how it impacted you as well. So, Mr. Karyah, let's now come to happenings at the Liberia Chess Federation.
Yeah, I'm so sorry I didn't bring the chess ball. I left in the car.
I think we'll find some time to come to the headquarters of the Chess Federation to do some recordings of games, and maybe we can start teaching chess through our social media platform because it's easier for people to see than to hear. So maybe we can do some videos. As time goes by, we can place it on the page on our YouTube channel because we're live on YouTube and that of Facebook currently. So we could place those videos there to be teaching, and others can be, because it's about people get involved in certain sport based on what they know about it.
Yeah, and based on what they see.
What they see the sport doing. So now, tell us, what are some of the happenings at the Liberia Chess Federation?
Well, Liberia Chess Federation, we are trying to end the first quarter of 2025 with a bang. We wasted a lot of time last year after the Olympia having some internal discussions, which became tense at some point, some of which I don't want to go into, but because of the loss of time, we had to shift some important undertakings of ours, namely the very popular National Chess Championship Festival.
Okay.
Before it used to be just the National Championship, but now we decided to do it like a festival that includes all variant of chess, important ones. Okay. So because we didn't do that to get a new lineup of the top 5 based on national rankings, and we didn't have the resources at the time, we also had to shift our January Sunday, which is very important because we represent a constituency that is critical in thinking, to say the least. Representing even any group in Liberia is a difficult thing, but representing chess players is a different level. So we have to report to them on an annual basis. So the fact that we could not do that, we are yet to do it. So having resolved all those issues, hopefully the internal rankings we have, we want to now move as fast as possible. One of the first things we embark on so far is to do reform of our clubs. The Chess Federation is based on the participating clubs. Originally, we had 11 clubs. Later on, we moved to 13, and now we are up to 15. For a country this big, number of persons who play chess, the kind of interest we have across the country, we think after 10 years of existence, 15 clubs, it's an honor representation of the kind of work we've been doing. So we want to spread that, but first strengthen the basis of that, because most of the things we do, the decisions we make, they have to be validated by representatives of those clubs. So we want to make sure their interests are protected first. So we embark on the process of reforming our chess club, making sure they are strengthened, ensuring that they have the necessary support. If we get financial support from the government, they should have a guaranteed share. So I think it's a story reported recently by a colleague of yours, Kojo, talking about our meeting leading to the.
And I heard something like the Chess Federation has committed
giving financial support.
The budget,
whatever we get from the budget,
yes,
whatever we get from the budget, accredited chess clubs have that guaranteed percentage. In addition to that, we've already lobbied for and gotten chess materials from the International Chess Federation through our Planning Development Commission project. We have a couple of bowls we got from our partner institution, the Game of Chess, and we have over 100 clocks. So we want to do distribution to these clubs. But first, we have to make sure that they are helping us execute our core function. They have to be the representatives of the Liberian Chess Federation in the different communities, in the different counties, and wherever they are. So we do not want chess clubs that will be existing in the minds of few friends who can meet whenever they want to. No, we want them to have dedicated playing centers so that even when they are busy, when they are at work, children in the community who have time after school can stop by, say, let's go to the chess club and play some games. And even parents will feel safe that their children are somewhere doing something productive and in a safe environment. So we talk about that and we all agree. So now the process is on. This coming weekend will be the deadline for the reapplication or application for new clubs. So once we've done that, we know the number will move from 15 to somewhere. But our target is to have at least from now to the end of the year 100 chess clubs and playing centers across the country.
What are the requirements to becoming a club, to have a club in certain areas?
The requirements are you must have at least 5 persons who meet regularly to play chess. We decide to keep the number low because chess is not a popular game yet in Liberia. At least 5 persons, and those 5 can form the basis for the leadership structure. They should have a bylaw or constitution, and they should have a membership roster, plus indicate to us they have a playing center where they meet and how often they meet. 5 analysis data for the application form. Once you return it, then the leadership will go through the vetting process, look into your document, and pay your area of visit or send someone to visit the place just to ascertain that you guys meet and play somewhere. For us, that's the major requirement, because in spreading the good news of chess, visibility is key. If you are playing in your living room, that doesn't count. If you are meeting on the beach once in a while to play, that's a friendship club. We want a chess playing center to be established first, then you transform it into a chess club. As we speak, there are new playing centers around the country that have already taken our forms when we had our meeting. We have 4 different centers from Nima, 1 from Bon County, I think 3 or 4 from other areas in Magidi County, and then several others in Monserrate. In addition to the 15 clubs we already know or we already have. So with these new playing centers coming on, they are going to take our number up. But we don't want to rest there. We want to make sure we have clubs in every provincial capital in the country. And in some cases, there might even be more than 1, because we know about 2 places in Bapo where people sit and play. There's a place in Fonjama. The guys have called us. They want us to send chess materials there. In Hapo, there are 2 places in the city, and there is a chess playing area on the Tupper University campus. So if we do our work and we distribute boards across the country, like in Bicano, I think I know about 2 places that have people sit and play. But how frequently they play? How motivated are they to play? So we want to come in with a motivational package. That's why we are offering them a lot of things. Support from us that will come from the government, support from the World Chess Federation that will pass through us, access to playing opportunities in the region and outside of the continent, material support, administrative support, whatever you need, we want to be there to provide. But please have a space. Let it be known that chess can be played at this place so that children can go there. If we have policy to roll out, we don't want to be doing it ourselves. We want to be doing it through this club. So that meeting went well, and the process will be ending the next weekend. And after that, we're going to revive our chess in school program. We had it running very well last year, but because of financial constraint and some administrative issue, it has slowed down this year. And even talking about chess in education, we have a chess in education commission meeting today, this afternoon, where I have to be making report on the progress and challenges of chess in education in Liberia. And we want to say to parents and school administrators out there, we will be coming back to you before the end of the school year. Some of the schools are already running the program by themselves. They're trying to provide little stipend for the instructors, but there are schools we know that still cannot afford to do that. We are still there willing to give the support, find a way to mobilize resources from our partners and ensure that every child who is in school should have the opportunity to play chess. And that is big. We can do it on our own. That's why we are knocking on the doors of the Ministry of Education consistently to partner with us in rolling out our chess in education program. So for now, these are the two big things we are running on. And the month of March is going to be the new month of our chess festival, because we missed out on it for November, which is our anniversary. Yeah, we always do it November to December, but we wanted to do it January. We missed out on it. We need to get small money from the government, which takes time. We are expecting that this month. So from the middle to the end of March, you're going to hear about chess all over the country. And we are trying to build partnership with some of the big brands in town. We are talking to some groups. I don't want to say who all, but I think you know what. That's my notebook, but we are talking to some people to help us join the process. And once we get some partnership deal, we are hoping for, we're going to roll our chess, our national championship series. And this time around, we're going to have a championship for the seniors, those who are above 50, championship for those who are not playing regularly, that's the amateur championship. And you have to be out of chess for a long time, because what has been happening in Liberia, our chess federation is 10 years old, but chess has been played in Liberia for many years. If you just take your chess ball, you go to any city in Liberia, just put a chess ball in an open space, you leave it. In few minutes, before you hit 10 minutes, there will be someone who has played chess before coming to test the chess ball. We tested that on the campus of the University of Liberia. It didn't even go 5 minutes. We had people surrounding the chess ball and they just started playing spontaneously. So chess culture is in Liberia, from the Peace Corps, the churches, the expert community that have been here, the deployment of troops. So a lot of people have been coming here with chess background and leaving the seeds of chess planted well. So we only need to tap on that. And that is why we want to do with this chess festival. Those who used to play chess and are not playing anymore, we want to have something for you too. The kids who are playing, we want to have it for kids, those who are around the age 12 and below, especially those in our chess school in-school programs. We want to have something special for the youth, those who are 18 and below, and the juniors, those who are 20 and below. Then our regular players will play in the open session, classical. We will have Blaze, we will have Rapid, and we are going to have team tournament to make sure all of our clubs come together. So it's going to be a big festival.
I'm hearing about the women's session.
The women's session is going to be very interesting. That's why I kept it for last.
Okay.
This year, some people think we have two of the very best female players on the continent of Africa. And that is something that even came from the hierarchy.
Can we hear
of
their
FIDE.
names? The names
National champion, Georgina Saki. Former national champion, Abigail Karyah. These two are not just stars in Liberia, they are stars across the world based on what they did at the Olympia. The two of them came from nowhere, they won titles and they won incredible games. Just recently, when we had the US Master Chess League qualifiers, they were not going to qualify, but they played just to strengthen the tournament and to win some ratings. They participated in this event at our headquarters, but the organizers are based in the US, and someone was doing live commentary from the Cayman Island one of those U.S. territories somewhere in the Western Hemisphere. So this guy, I'm meeting him for the first time online. He's called Blackwood Ryan. And then Ryan started to comment on the games. Then at some point he stopped. He said, but these games look very familiar. Then he started to confess on the broadcast, I analyzed this game before, but I can't remember where. Then when he saw the name Georgina Saki, he said, now I remember. Georgina Saki played against my team where Liberia played Cayman Island, and we struggled to win. We only won on before. They swept until he won. Wow. Then he started to talk about the games he went through and how incredible it was. She was losing at some point, but she had to fight. So once we have that, people in Africa are talking about our two players. We want to make sure we showcase them, we bring them. So only for the women championship this time around, and now I'm crossing lines here because we have our national championship committee that will have to review all these plans, but I'm just giving you insider preview since you are in our sports community, and at least for your viewers to know what's coming. This year, the women championship might be the main highlight because we want to have a qualifier for them so that all of the ladies in Liberia, there could be some strong Liberians who play chess that we don't know. Some of them from abroad also, they come here to spend time. We want to give all of our ladies the chance. So we're doing a qualifier for 2 persons. The best 2 will play alongside the main event in a match. Maybe we play best of 10 or best of 12. And then we try to touch base with our different corporate institutions, the business community, to get sponsorship for that match. And then the winner of that match, first to score maybe 5.5 or first to score 6.5, can be the new national women champion. That way, the world, Liberians around the world will get to see how brilliant these 2 young ladies are. And what people are saying across the world about them is not just a fluke. They have invested time into the craft, and it's time for everyone to know them and cheer them on. So that is the plan going forward. And I hope you help us to relay the message.
They have invested into their craft, and this is time that the world get to know what they are into. 0770573477 0881871670. Those are the numbers to call, and you can have your contribution on the program. You can interact with Mr. Thomas Karyah, the president of the Liberia Chess Federation. And you can also tell us the number we read, what you did with it, and how it helped you as part of tackling lively challenges and situations right here on the Cultural Sports while we're talking about chess. So 0770573477 0881871670 are the numbers to call. So Mr. Karyah, recently you made mention of the chess in school program. And then you said you are having a meeting today where you have to make a report. Can we inspire into that report a bit to know what are some of the challenges faced the chess in school program in Liberia?
Yeah, the main challenge is something we have given difficulties to almost all of our programs. The lack of support, not necessarily financial, just the lack of some corporate backing. We can do a lot with any little support we get, but it's very difficult to work with nothing. The program we ran last year was supported by a small fund we got from the government in support of chess in education. So we want to say thanks to the government for that. And as we speak, I always say we got just 2 main sources of funding from the World Chess Federation and from the government of Liberia through the Ministry of Youth and Sport. So I want to say a big thank you to the Honorable Minister of Sport, the Deputy for Sports, as well as the Deputy for Administration. These 3 individuals have been very helpful in getting us some needed funding. But these fundings have dried up, and running a chess in school program when schools are not ready to take on the program, because our plan is to start it up, show value, parents get to see how it's transforming the lives of the kid, they go to their PTA or whatever structure they have, then they start to contribute to the sustainability of the chess and education program at the school that children are attending. And then we shift gradually from managing it to the schools themselves managing it. Yes, we don't even want to provide instructors, but initially we provide the instructors. So according to the Chess and Education Commission for the World Chess Federation, chess in school program should not be about preparing kids to play chess to represent the country. It should be about using chess to enhance the educational goals of the institution in which that program will be running. So if a teacher wants to illustrate some mathematical concepts to kids who have very low basis or reference point, he or she should be able to use chess as a way of conveying the information. There are some children who cannot conceptualize 5 take away TD. You show it on the board, they must see it, but you try to make them to think about it, they struggle. In that case, chess can be used as a way of them improving their ability to imagine things without them physically touching or seeing it. So that's the goal of the Chess and Education Commission. So we do it by giving a slow but very, very pointed instruction to the kids in a controlled environment. But if that is going to happen, it takes so much time to build traction within any given school. You have to go for a school year or 2 in order for people to start to see results. Because they may not be there to go around playing chess, but just their train of thought, their pattern of thinking, their approach to life will start to change. Even the performance in science and math for these kids who are participating will change. But in order to do that, we need a support. So we ran it last year with volunteers who ran around the Monserrato area from one school to the next, mostly on motorbikes. But it got to a point where we struggled to provide transportation allowances for our instructors. So some of them took step back. Some of them traveled, they were in other places on scholarship. So we have some programs that we cannot sustain anymore because we need support that we do not have yet. So I'll have to be clear with the Chess and Education Commission, the meeting today, that our program has taken a hit and we need more support than we are currently getting. What we do get from PDC is just 5,000 euros, and you have to decide on one project. Last year, our project was to get chess materials so we can reactivate the clubs. Maybe this year we're going to focus on getting support, training of trainers for our chess and education program or something of that kind to reinforce our chess and education program here. But as we speak, we are in around 10 schools, mostly in the Monserrato area. Hopefully, by the end of the school year, we will be in Banga. We're trying to start the program there mid-year, and then a school in Bicano. But these discussions are still at the initial stages, and we are not sure we're going to do anything significant this year with our chess and education program. But what we can do, we can use this year for planning, create the necessary publicity. So because we see that even though times are hard, but investment in chess doesn't cost much, I always say, and there are institutions in town that can support that. On many occasions, we have written Coca-Cola, Club Beer, Meta Steel, B Mountain, everyone. The last time we had a program here, we wrote about 155 letters to different institutions, including the Liberian Maritime, just to give small support for us to help develop the lives of young people in Liberia. In the end,
the response is not favorable at times.
I don't want to sugarcoat it. Nothing came of it.
Wow.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing came of it. No promises you can get. Yeah, but nothing came of it. And I would like to say a special thank you to a small technology company called Montana that did something big in our eyes by responding to our communication and making their presence felt. I also want to say thanks to the Liberia Electricity Regulatory Authority. They did something big while we were at the Olympia. They committed to supporting our female team, and they did do it. So these things change the lives of our young people more than anything else we say on radio, because we all heard about what Georgina Saki did, what Abigail Karyah did, thanks to ERC. I think that's how it's called, right?
Yeah.
For the support they give that help us to go there. And then the central government for giving the support that I spoke about earlier to take our team there and back and to run our chess and education program. So what I'll be saying today to our chess and education commission, to come back to your question, is that we have the potential, we have the ideas, we have the plan, but the fact that the support is not forthcoming, it has crippled our ability to execute this year. So we're going to prepare, try to mobilize resources, and do better next school year.
Okay, so that's it. I mean, I think that's a hard truth, but it has to be taken in good faith, because you can't get focused, distracted when you're not getting what you actually should be getting from a particular period of time. So it is honest to say that there should be preparation to come back, and I guess coming back maybe the next 1 or 2 years with active programming in the chess in school section, we're going to see something different. But I really wish we could have a longer conversation, but our time is up. So we just take a parting comment, Mr. Karyah.
Yeah, I want to say thanks to you, thanks to the management of this institution for giving us the opportunity, and to Liberians out there. We know our country is a special one. We have done a lot of great things, and we can still do more. We have so much to do with so little. Let's be efficient in the utilization of our resources, and chess is one of the low-cost solutions to all of our problems. We know we've tried basketball, we've tried kickball, we've tried football. We know how crowded the SKD can be when we have the national sports county meets. We put millions in there over the years. I'm not sure the result justify the level of interest we have in it. Let's try something else. With the little this government have put into chess, we see how the lives of young people are changing. And there is no losing in chess. Your kids win on the chessboard, or they win in life to take care of you tomorrow and to contribute to the country. So please, let's support chess.
Thank you very much. That's the voice of Mr. Thomas Karyah, the president of the Liberia Chess Federation, right here on the Culture of Sports. Today is his very first studio appearance on this program, and he's been telling you all he has to say about the Liberia Chess Federation, chess in school program, and other chess activities. He's telling you how chess is fast growing. The Liberian people, the young people, lives are getting transformed on a daily basis through chess, and then they just need the little support you can give as a country. You know, at the Olympia, we all were here. We kept talking to Abigail and Georgina. We kept explaining their stories. The other day, I was even amazed when I saw a video on Facebook that she and I think Bobby went to, was it Lovin Bakery or Town Bakery? I think they went to get something, and there was this person that identified her, and then they started to bring a whole lot of praises on her, and she was like, "Wow, this game is taking another trend, and I think it's a very serious boost for the young society." So again, the name is Sam Siapha Mulbah. I've been here on the Culture of Sports, and let me say thanks to all of you that have been following. Kennedy Kingo just sending a message. Mr. President, thanks following the lengthy discussion. He sent it here. And I want to say thanks to all of you that have been following via radio, via Facebook. The videos will be saved online. You can follow the conversation, get more details from the voice of Mr. Karyah. And I want to send it as an open invitation to you. You can join me on Wednesday for the May week edition of this program, where we're going to be throwing more light into other sporting disciplines. Today, the scope was set on chess, and we hope to have more of these conversations in the chess community. Do have yourself a pleasant weekend. The next announcer is on my back, and very soon we have another program. Bye-bye from my end.
The culture of